Hey everybody, welcome to What's Up with the Market, Cumberland County, November edition. Hope everyone has had a happy Halloween and a good start to November. Let's talk about what's been going on in the housing market in Cumberland County over the last 30 days. We've seen a significant jump in the average price point from about 168.79 to about right in the mid 170s at 175-ish. That is a huge jump. It's about 4.51%. That's indicative of the market environment that we're in, the seller's market that we continue to be in with high buyer demand and low interest rates. I think statistically, there's been a significant change. We are now getting rid of July market data when we talk about average price point, because I do a quarterly rolling average about the last 90 days of closed sales, standard sales, right, in Cumberland County. So I think people came back into the market after the COVID scare that we initially had in April and May, and they started to come back in June and July when interest rates started to plummet even further down than what they were. And then it just ramped up in August, September, and October, which is what we are using now. So I think we're finally getting sort of a true view of what's happened because of all kinds of market dynamics, chiefly COVID-19 and the lowering of interest rates that followed after, sort of all the shutdowns that we had. So it's really crazy to think that we're in mid 170s for Cumberland County is something that, last year I would have never told you that. A couple of years ago, we were talking about 130s and 140s being our average price point in Cumberland County. So to think that we're, 30 grand higher than that is incredible, and it's just showing sellers that it's really the right time to get out there and see if it's worth putting your house on the market. As far as the average price point market segment, I use that 175 as the midpoint, and then we're going to go up or down 10%. So go down to about 155 and then up to about 194. That's what I would consider the range that people are looking for average houses. And again, standard sales. So nothing crazy, no short sales, no foreclosures, no special situations, just pretty standard, right? Even if your house is dated, if there's minimal work, it's still considered a standard average sale to me. So if you're in that price point, we had about 28 closings last month, so that's about one a day. And there's still 52 options available, which is remarkably the same number it was last month. So things have hardly changed. We are still sub 2 months of inventory in the average price point, which means that we're still getting bidding wars. We're still getting buyers that are being creative and being aggressive, and sellers are able to get north of what they're asking. The data suggests that sellers are getting about 101.3% on average of what they're asking for. Now that's not every sale, but it is most sales. So that only happens when we're sub 2, sometimes sub 3 months of inventory. So we still have a ton of buyers and not enough properties to fill that demand. As we move higher, as your average price point moves up, so do your high-end price point, and so does your luxury price point. So the high-end price point is now about $350,000. We saw a little bit of a slowdown there than we did last month, but nothing really significant. It's still just north of 4 as far as months of inventory. So you're about 4.15 months of inventory. So still a seller's market. You're creeping more towards that balance range, which is around 6, but still firmly in a seller's market there. And then again, you jump 3 times your average price point is what I consider a luxury price point. And there we're about 529 now. Nothing has significantly changed there. We still have 9 options available, and to my knowledge, there have been no closings. Nothing in the MLS to suggest that anything had closed last month in that higher than 529 price point. So I put 1 closing in there to get the data right, to produce something for months of inventory, and that gives us 9 months of inventory. So still a buyer's market, but that's pretty much per usual for luxury properties. Your buyer pool is naturally smaller, and so if that was starting to lower and lower, then we would be in something that's really, really unique. But generally speaking, we're still in a seller's market all over the place in Cumberland County. If you are a seller, you should just consider the idea of selling your home because you might make way more than you even thought. A lot of people are still calling me thinking maybe I can break even now, but they're getting even more than that. They're actually walking away with money from the closing table, which is something that they really didn't ever think that they could do. So if you have any questions about that, if you want to know what your house is worth, or even if you're a buyer and you're trying to figure out how to navigate this weird, unique time for Cumberland County housing, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, DM me on social media. I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere, and we can just chat about it. I'm gonna add some graphs below just so we can get a quick view of what I'm talking about here, and then look out for some other videos that I'm trying to put out over the next couple months into the holiday season as things tend to slow down. I'd like to just give some more pointed tips to sellers and buyers based on what I know over my time in the business, and just see how I can help people perform better in the housing market. So anyway, thanks for watching. I look forward to doing a December video, and if you have any questions, like I said, just give me a call. Thanks.